Welcome back to the show.
Yes.
How weird is it, like, seeing Dyer on the screen spinning around in the chair? What you should have done is, like,
just
spun around on the chair and been like,
welcome back to the show, everybody.
What's up? Hey, some Sav. Shout out to Electric Acid. Welcome back to the show. Also, I'll give a shout out to Braveheart Games, Optic Gaming TV, Gaming Gareth, and I think those are all the new people since last show yesterday. I guess these people showed up like a couple of hours ago. We're like so close to like
300 or not 400. I keep saying it.
What? Maybe you shouldn't be skipping math tomorrow. I'm thinking you should not be skipping
Hey,
math.
I'm doing all my work
We're
tonight
almost
instead.
to like 400 followers.
Yes,
I'm super excited.
that number. Not 300, 400.
We have to get there by next week because next Tuesday is National 400 Follower Day.
Oh, yes. So, everybody go create another account and subscribe.
Actually, one of the days today is National, National All Is Ours Day. You know what that is?
No.
It's all is ours. Like, we should be at 400 people by the end of the day because today is ours. Seizing at the moment. Seizing the day.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Actually, I don't know. It's like about taking all of the things, all the negative parts of your day and or life and like making them a positive thing. And that's what today is about.
My day was great.
My day is pretty good.
My day was good. I found out I can skip math class tomorrow to do an extra band class instead.
Yeah.
Because I'm like the awesome student who's going to help the younger ones.
Well, that is
learn.
pretty good as long as you know the difference between 300 and 400 people, which you're struggling with today.
Yes. Guys, we have 293 393 followers.
Like, we just dropped 100
You were like,
people. Like 100 people were like, nah.
Not anymore.
Nah. You guys couldn't make it through Mario World 7, so we're just going to unfollow you. That's kind of what it felt like there for a little bit. So, National All Is Ours Day. You like Hispanic food?
Yes. Tacos.
Today is National Empanada Day.
Which I don't know what that is either, so.
It's like a dessert. Empanada?
Nope. Not ringing any bells.
Okay, so not knowing what it is, what would you think it is?
I don't know.
This is National All Is Ours Day, so just make it up as you go. Empanada. Make it up. Only wrong answers.
I don't know.
Everybody give a shout out. What is an empanada? We only want wrong answers.
It's definitely like flan with sopapillas on top.
Empanada is like a Spanish banana.
My idea was way better. Just mixing like two of the sweetest things I could think of. Like yeah.
Sweetest things. I think that Tegan is the sweetest thing you can think of.
No, not this morning. When she came in my room and was like, wake up. And I was like, don't go back to bed because you have to be up in like 15 minutes. And then she fell asleep anyway and was so mad when I had to wake her up 15 minutes later.
Well, also is National Zoo Day.
I like zoos. I like animals.
So take a little bit of time. Go to your local zoo and say hi to the in-laws. At the monkey cage.
We live too far away from the zoo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, if you say so.
The zoo's like all the way over there.
The zoo everywhere.
It's like an hour and a half away. Well, I guess there's one closer, but...
Anyway, those are the top ones. We'll leave it at that. But no, having a good time. Show's progressing along really well. We have a lot of good things in the works. A lot of things happening. We got the little chat on the screen that's working. We've got a couple other things in the pipeline that we're working on. Getting some kind of neat things off the ground. Getting to skip school.
Not the whole day. I still have to go. I just get to skip. Well, okay. The reason he let me skip is because I went to the class after school ended. Because we didn't know about it till after my math class. So I went to the school or to his classroom after. And I was like, can I skip tomorrow because he's not going to be there and it was a work day anyway. So I asked him and he was like, yeah, he didn't actually care. Like, he said yes, and I made up like a whole thing about like I need to help them.
Wait. Can I skip class to just come here and help out? Yep, sure, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, can I skip, because tomorrow's work day anyway, can I just do my stuff tonight and then skip class tomorrow and go help the band kids? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like,
yeah,
wow.
Now that's
I just had to ask.
The only way to get ahead in life is to do just what you did there, and that is ask. Because you will get places if you ask for it. You ask for the raise, you ask for the time off, you ask for, whatever. And let's say they say no. You haven't really lost anything because you don't have it if you don't ask, but you have everything to gain. So getting a no isn't necessarily a bad thing, and you have everything to gain. So there's a little snippet of life there for you all.
It's pretty great.
And speaking of good news.
Good news that I get to skip math
Speaking of
tomorrow.
good news, let's switch to the good news portion of our program. We had, you're familiar, Miss Heather.
Yes.
Miss Heather sent in she's on a good news kick. She's sending stuff on a regular basis, and all the information that she sent is really, really good. I'm
pretty
super excited.
She just has to go to Google and be like,
no,
good news.
I have my favorite.
And then you find it all.
I have my favorite article every week. That I like the best. I try to move it up to the top, and one of my favorites is definitely one that she sent. The very first one that we have, TED Talk. Yes, TED Talk, just about asking, some staff says. You just have to ask. And most of the people, almost all of the people that get ahead just because they ask. Ask for the promotion, ask for the raise, ask for the step up, ask for,
The funny thing about me asking was I went with a couple friends who also wanted to skip the same class because we're all in the class together and we also are all in band together. And he was like, okay, so what's your question? And they pushed me forward and made me ask. They were like, you do it. And I was
you do it.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
it's not like he's scary or anything. Yeah.
Nobody's
Can I skip math? Sure.
I don't know of anybody who's walked into a place and said, hey, can I skip math, or can I get a promotion? You know what? I would like a corner office. No one's ever walked in and asked for something and then they're like, nah, and then they get shot. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen.
No thanks.
It's usually no, not at this point in time or not in this juncture, but you ask enough. There's a saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. It can work in a bad way too. Just don't be pushy negative about,
I wasn't
causing problems, but
I think she got it.
He failed. Oh, I'm going to allow this because apparently failed doesn't make the good news. Try to phrase your things into a good news, I guess, right? So, guy challenged himself to be rejected 100 times in a month, and he failed because got things he was asking. Okay. So yeah, no, it's cool. You ask simple things. I did a personal, I'm trying to think of the phrase. What's the phrase where you have a social experiment?
Oh,
I did a social experiment
yes.
where I would just ask people at the store. This was when I was, this was quite a few years back.
Pre-COVID.
I'd be in the store and I would just ask people, I would say, hey, I'm in a hurry. Can I skip ahead of you in line? And they would be like, yeah, sure, no problem. I only have this one thing. Can I skip ahead? I just need a piece of gum or whatever. And most people, actually, I don't think I ever had anybody say no. I think every single person
Then you go up to the old lady, I just need a piece of gum. And she's like, oh, let me grab one. And she brings out her purse and grabs you a piece of gum.
Yeah, don't take it. Okay. So, speaking of good things, let me see here. Time screen. Do you recognize that picture?
Disney.
It's actually a painting. Can you tell that that's a painting?
I can't see it that close.
Okay.
And even on my phone, it's not even.
Turn around.
there
There's a giant screen behind you.
Definitely looks like a painting on the wall.
Okay. So a man runs from Disneyland to Disney World. Do you know the difference between? Do you know the difference between Disneyland and Disney World?
I mean, I know Disney World's bigger, and in Florida, on the opposite side of the the United States.
The world? On the opposite side of the world.
Actually, if you just like go around the world, then it is on the opposite side.
No, it's in the same place.
No, it's not. Disney World is on the opposite side of America than Disneyland, which is in California.
Okay, so you do know the difference. Well, a man from Texas has done what nobody has done before. He ran from Disneyland in California to Disney World in Florida. Is that where you got that? Were you reading over my shoulder?
I've been to Disney World.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever been to Disneyland, but I think I'm pretty sure I know where it
Don
is.
if I'm saying that right.
Mucho.
I say Muchow. 59 years old. 59. Is a runner and an Ironman athlete who lives with type 1 diabetes, according to CBS Orlando affiliate WKMG. 59.
Yes. You said
running,
that twice
running
already.
it. The only running that I do is like
To the fridge.
if I'm expecting something,
You run to the front door. My Amazon package
Yes.
is here.
I'll run out there for the Amazon package.
Yes.
Sometimes, like if it's like from the car in the driveway to the house, if it's raining, I'll run there.
Yes.
But
It was
running,
raining today.
But like running
But it was a good
from
day.
place to place, it's like
No thanks.
I don't want to burn too many carbs. It's better to walk. So
I only have a few. Don't want to burn too many of
Don
them.
told WKMG he got the idea to run from theme park to theme park after talking with a friend. The two were chatting about running across the U.S. when his friend asked, "What are you running from? Are you running from Disneyland to Walt Disney World?" WKMG said, "It was at that moment the idea was born. I said, I don't think anyone's ever done that. Let's go look it up."
Google.
Is that the thing? You know, when you're trying to do something, it's like, has anybody ever done that before? Let's figure it out. And then
I'm
like
just
the thing-
wondering how many people just sit around with their friends and are like, "Have you ran across the United States yet?" I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
like as a kid growing up, adolescence, I was jumping a four-wheeler over a driveway because it's fun. It's more fun because four-wheelers don't have wings to try to get them to fly. I don't know. That's just exciting.
Whee!
So after jumping it, I thought, you know what? Let's set the driveway on fire and then jump it because that'll make it cooler, right?
Sure.
But you know what's never been done that I can think of among all my friends?
What?
Setting yourself on fire and then jumping over a thing. But I never did that. But, you know, that'd be one of those things where you look up and you go, well, no one's ever done that. Let's try it.
Everybody, get the camera out. Film this.
Okay. I said I don't think anyone's okay. So to me, it made it kind of special to kind of help fulfill a dream of his, and it's always been a dream of mine to run across the country, Don told WKMG. The distance from theme park to theme park is 2,761 miles.
The most I've ever ran. And it was for cross country, which is hilarious because they're running across the country.
Literally.
Literally. Was 2 miles. And it was really sad afterwards. I was like, I'm dying.
Shouldn't they change it to like cross county
Probably.
or cross
'Cause, like,
cross city?
I don't think we ever really crossed into anything.
Yeah.
It was cross the grass.
I wanted to do cross country, but we really only cleared the football field.
Exactly.
Well, Orange County Register said Don's goal isn't just to hit both theme parks, but to put his feet in both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. The Register said he started the run with a toe in the water on February 1st, 2020, at Newport Beach before running the 14 miles to Disneyland. There were a few breaks in the coast-to-coast run, but on March 27th, he made it to Florida, according to WKMG. Sorry.
Wow.
Don told the outlet the break in the run was because of COVID-19. After he made it to Disney World on April 5th, his next goal was to get to Melbourne and set foot in the Atlantic Ocean, according to the Register. This is all part of Don's Run Across America's mission, a way to connect and empower people with type 1 diabetes to be active. I'm assuming that, and I don't have diabetes, or I mean, I know like broad strokes, but being active helps prevent diabetes, or helps?
I think type 1 you're born with, so I don't think that can change. Type 2 is you can get it.
I don't know.
I think type 1 you're born with, so.
Kind of stuck there. But being...
Our friendly neighborhood Google might tell us.
Friendly neighborhood Google. Okay, well, the next article is a lot to do with mileage also, because let me do this here. This was kind of neat just watching this. The article says a U.S. teen saves a boy's life and he was 800 miles away.
Is this like they donated kidney or
no, way cooler. Literally saved his life right on the spot, 800 miles away. Feats that you can only see in like the comics, right? An adventurous young off-roading enthusiast, see, speaking of four-wheeling, right, in West Virginia was saved by social media recently when a teenager 800 miles away noticed he was in need of help. Caden, 13, who lives in Gilmanton, New Hampshire, was watching 12-year-old Trent riding a quad bike live via the TikTok app.
Oh, man.
How long are TikTok videos?
Normal videos are like 30 or anywhere from like 15 seconds to a minute.
Okay, so you can stream it live, though, while you're doing it?
Yes, you can go live.
Kind of cool.
On
so this show could literally save our life if the people watching are super, into
saving people's lives.
Saving people's lives. Okay. So when Caden witnessed Trent crash the four-wheeler right before his eyes in the middle of the streaming broadcast.
I see where this is going.
As Caden watched the continuing live feed, he noticed that Trent was yelling out a phone number as he was trapped underneath the recreational bike.
Well, first of all,
you're screaming random numbers.
Props to both of these kids. The one kid was stuck under a four-wheeler and still was yelling out a phone number so somebody else could get it.
Yeah.
And then the other kid was like,
how many phone numbers do you have memorized?
Oh gosh. 2, 3, 4.
I don't have too many memorized.
I have 7 or 8 maybe.
I don't have too many memorized. And the one that I do have memorized was my grandma's, and she doesn't have that phone anymore. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I always thought if I break my phone, I could get a hold of grandma. She has a landline. Anybody can reach her. She's always home. She doesn't go anywhere or do anything. You know what I mean?
She calls everybody. That's when her phone's busy when they try to call her.
Perfect emergency contact. You need a grandmotherly type that never leaves the house and is always available.
It's true.
So he was repeating a number, which we're going to find out is his grandma. I jumped ahead. Sorry. So Caden immediately called the number and was connected to Trent's family, who were able to jump into action. About 20 minutes later, Trent was rescued, having thankfully suffered only minor cuts and bruises. Caden is being praised for his quick thinking and act of kindness. His stepfather, Matt Courier, is a local police chief. He did what he was supposed to do and got the right people, and it worked out, Courier said of his stepson. It was an Easter miracle. Caden followed Trent on TikTok, since both boys share an interest in outdoor activities such as hunting, fishing, and off-road four-wheeling, according to the Associated Press. Recalling the moment he jumped into action, Caden describes what made him realize Trent was in trouble. All of a sudden, his phone goes kind of blank. You can see a little bit of light, and you can just hear him yelling for help, he told local news station WMUR-TV. It was pretty sad to see. It's hard to read it. It was pretty sad to hear. He's scared and he's not going to make it out, he added. The two teens had a chance to speak to each other directly via Zoom on Monday, and Trent thanked Caden for being virtually there to save him. Trent told WMUR, a local news station in New Hampshire, that the number Caden called was the only number he could remember at the scary moment following his crash. I was yelling out my grandparents' house phone number. Trent said, I couldn't hardly breathe. I just like to thank him for everything that he's done.
So you need a new backup phone number.
When you've got like 3 people watching you, you better hope that one of them
knows what to do.
How to do it. I wish that like when we were in dire need. Oh, that's so funny. We were in dire need when
dire need
was trying to, like when we went off yesterday, I should have been yelling like, need help hooking up HDMI, you know? And you get like some like local geek squad that shows up at the door and they're like, we hear you have trouble and you're trying to broadcast live. We needed that yesterday.
We'll help you.
We'll help you. So
you need a new backup memorized phone number.
Yes.
I'm good with numbers though, for the most part.
Yeah.
I can memorize numbers pretty well. It's just like the words that go with them. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so, because you can't get between 300 and 400, so.
That's not a number I need memorized.
Okay, sure.
Because that one changes constantly. Most phone numbers don't.
Okay. Well, the next one's like a girly article, I
girly,
guess. Yeah, so I guess it's good that you're here. So what is the most important thing that you think of when you're thinking like fashionably getting ready in the morning? Before you go to school, what's going through your mind with like getting dressed and getting ready and being ready to go and all of that? Is it hair, makeup, shirt,
You're
pants?
asking like the wrong person.
Accessories, bracelets?
My most important thing that I've been wearing to school literally this entire school year has been my sweatshirts.
Yeah, I heard that somebody at your school was wearing one of our shirts today.
Yes, I did see. It was yesterday.
Okay.
I did see them wearing it yesterday, so
That's
that
exciting.
was cool.
Shirt, a sweatshirt, or
It was
t-shirt?
a shirt.
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
T-shirt. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for supporting us with the swag that Electric was talking about earlier. They're pretty cool. So, since you're not going to offer anything.
Well, nothing really. I'm not really. I don't know.
So your number one thing is get up, find one of the shirt shows.
Yeah.
Show shirts. Show shirts.
And then
smell it to see if it needs to be Febreze.
This is probably okay for another day or two.
Otherwise, put it on and spray Febreze around and just spin around in it with your arms out.
No, it's the Bath and Body Works spray.
Okay.
No, but this one was in my laundry basket this morning, so it's okay.
Well, a very fashionably conscious 7-year-old girl writes a letter to Old Navy saying that she needs jeans with real pockets.
Girl pockets are bad.
Why?
You can't fit anything in them.
Okay, got it. I got it. So they're mini pockets.
Like if you put your phone in there, your phone like sticks out like this.
Uh-huh.
And then it like will fall out, or you can't put anything in there except like a house key. You can put one singular key in your pocket.
One singular key in your pocket. Now, why are girl pockets so much different?
I don't know.
Girl pockets are just
but
worthless.
A lot of people, like other girls, were like, "Oh, I just buy boy jeans that like fit better, and because the pockets are so much better, they're bigger pockets."
Yes, boys carry everything like pocket knives, gum.
I guess girl pockets probably suck because most girls can just wear a purse or something, but
okay.
I don't know. You guys put everything in your
Well,
pockets.
this little girl here, I'll put her picture up. There she is. She writes a letter to Old Navy. All right?
Yes.
Let me go down here. I saw this on CNN. A first grader in Arkansas is quickly learning the power of persuasion.
Asking for things.
Asking for things.
Asking for things.
This
I need
is
real
what
pockets,
the whole
please.
show is about today.
Exactly.
We got a whole thing. So her name's Cameron Gardner, whose class recently learned how to write persuasive letters. Is that a TED Talks too?
I don't know.
I feel like yes.
It should be.
It should be, okay? Use her new skills to pen a request to Old Navy. The 7-year-old asked the retailer to create jeans with real pockets.
Real ones. I also know a lot of girl jeans have just fake pockets that are sewn in to look like pockets.
That's what
but
Old
you
Navy
can't.
does.
Yeah.
That's what Old Navy does.
There's
yes.
nothing in there.
Real pockets, I think. Yes.
You need something. Yeah. Because
Okay.
they're like sewed shut.
Why even have them? Why even have them?
It's just a
It's
look,
kind of
I
like
guess.
suit jackets, though, because suit jackets have pockets
That
and there's
don't,
nothing
yeah.
there. I don't know why have it.
They just have the little
It's like a
flap
look.
over it.
It's like a look.
I think
Yeah.
it just makes you look cool. I don't know.
Okay, here is her letter. Let me see here. I think here's a picture. Okay, there's the actual letter. Let me put it full screen here. That's her actual letter that she wrote in her hand. It says, "Dear Old Navy, I do not like that front pockets of girls' jeans are fake. I want front pockets because I want to put my hands in them. I also would like to put things in them. Would you consider making girl jeans with front pockets that are not fake? Thank you for reading my request." Simple, to the point.
And she even thanked them for reading it.
Right then and there. Thank you for reading my request.
Like, I know that's important. You're supposed to thank people even if you don't automatically get it.
See, when I was 7 years old, I wasn't thinking about changing the world. Now, this girl definitely wants to change the world. At 7 years old, I was thinking, okay, I got to eat all of the vanilla pudding before my siblings do. And that was it. It was like, get in there, eat them. I was a little bit taller. I was the oldest, so I was able to hide it in different spots.
On the fridge.
That way I could only, be the one to get. That's what I was thinking when I was 7. So Old Navy responded.
I was thinking about getting McDonald's at 7.
Here is an actual picture of the letter that Old Navy sent to her. There it is. You can see it here. I'll put it full screen. Thank you so much for taking the time to write us about pockets on girls' jeans. The Old Navy Kids product team appreciates your information. It's great feedback for us as we develop new products. Okay?
It actually looks like someone hand wrote that.
It did. It did. They did. The company sent Gardner 4 pairs of jeans and jean shorts
With real
pockets. There you go. There you go.
Real pockets.
You know how many jeans and shorts this girl would have gotten if she hadn't asked?
0.
There's like a learning experience here. I hope are you all listening to this? There's who's
Like,
on
it
here?
started with me asking to skip math.
Yeah.
And now it's like this girl's getting
This
pockets.
girl's getting pockets.
Getting her pocket.
And all she had to do was ask.
I know.
We're going to change our product line for you. And we're going to we're going to give you what you asked for. And you know what? Probably what's going to happen is there's a bunch of people who are going to be like, "Oh, we can get real pockets." And they're going to go to Old Navy, since Old Navy is the only one that makes them this way because everybody else sews them shut. And it's gonna improve their sales. It's gonna be really good for them.
Like, they should have just
And
started out with real
7-year-old
pockets.
gets out of it, they're gonna make millions.
If she gets 4 pairs of
Millions
jeans
on
and
this
jean
side.
shorts.
Yes, that's what she gets for
And
it.
her appreciation. And everybody else's appreciation.
Everybody's appreciation for that.
For
one.
pockets.
So, let's move on to my next one.
Pockets.
If I can not do this right.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So, I don't know. You're a pocket person?
I like pockets.
You don't even wear jeans.
I know, but I do like pockets. It's just easy. I have this pocket all the time. Put my phone in here.
Uh-huh.
My phone charger in
That's
here.
like a pouch.
Hey, I am a kangaroo.
I love the pouch. I love the pockets.
I do like pockets. I like pockets.
I can't think of a good way to segue into the next one with this line of talk. Usually I try and speaking of girl jeans.
Speaking of pockets, you can put money in your pockets.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So,
put your hands in the pockets to hand out.
yeah.
Come
okay.
on, you could just
Yeah.
go straight into it.
You know what you can keep in your pockets? Cash.
Money.
You know who keeps cash in their pockets?
Not me.
It really wasn't a pocket. It was more like a little purse thing that I saw. How do you like Mary Poppins?
Yes.
What's the most memorable thing of both Mary Poppins that you could think of would be the number one thing that everybody, if you've seen both Mary Poppins, what's the number one thing that everybody is going to comment on first?
Probably her purse that is like you can just put a house in there.
Wrong. No, I'm kidding.
Purse that you could put a house in.
You think that's what people get on a Mary Poppins? Is
Yes.
the carpet bag that fits everything in there?
Yes. It's like the little Harry
grandma
Potter
had one
bag.
of those. My grandma had one of those things. I found everything in her purse. She had silverware in there.
This has a whole bank in there. Piggy bank? Little pig.
No, people don't talk about that. They would be more likely to talk about like the parrot head on the umbrella than they talk about the purse.
They're all talking about the purse.
No, I don't think
Yes.
so. No one is.
Everybody is.
No one is.
Somebody comment.
Okay, maybe before they started making pockets in girls' pants, they might have talked about the purse, but now that girls
No.
have pockets,
They
you don't
always
need
talk
them.
about the purse. Always.
Well, one of the stars in both movies, Dick Van Dyke, was spotted handing out money to struggling people standing in line for jobs.
See? With his pockets.
I know, here's a picture of him. This is probably not the most exciting picture to have, but he's always animated.
Yes.
Super animated. I think that it would be awesome to meet Dick Van Dyke in real life. He just seems like a very genuine, easygoing, friendly, super exciting. Not this article here, but I saw in one of my good news things that I didn't get to. It was one of the ones that I had in the past. Someone actually spotted him in a store, and he just randomly started dancing. And they videotaped it. It went like super viral. Dick Van Dyke, he's like 300 years old. He's almost as old as we've got followers on our show.
400.
And he goes...
You messed it up this time. He's almost 300 years old.
He goes in the store, and like he's just so full of energy, whatever. He started like dancing. So anyway... Best known for his delightful rooftop dance moves while playing a chimney sweep in Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke hasn't quietly slipped into retirement since his breakthrough
He's actually 95.
1964 role. Thank you for stealing that from me.
Oh.
The 95-year-old has been caught doing all sorts of... You got like ADD or something? Focus here.
I Googled it because you were like, he's almost 300 years old.
I don't need you to Google it. I've already Googled it.
I Googled it for you.
My goodness. Last week, the actor showed up at Los Angeles's Malibu Community Labor Exchange and began handing out cash to job seekers waiting in line outside the nonprofit. Shows up with this leather black non-Mary Poppins purse.
Are you sure? They all probably thought it was Mary Poppins' purse when he just
starts pulling out cash and cash and cash and just down the line.
So the funny thing is they're standing outside of a nonprofit making profit from getting money.
I don't think they're making a profit. I think they're struggling. They're probably still underwater by the time it happens.
Well,
but
true. But it's
helping
better.
others has been an important part of Van Dyke's life for decades. He's known for spending over 20 years volunteering at LA Shelter, the Midnight Mission. He's also served as spokesperson for the Cell Therapy Foundation and the National Ray's Syndrome Foundation. The last time we shared the good news related to this Hollywood legend, it was to report that Van Dyke's dancing with real life. Okay, and I didn't do that because I thought I did. I thought I did, but I didn't.
You do that.
Huh?
You do that standing in line at the Starbucks. You're
Well,
like,
I don't usually...
Starbucks, espresso.
I don't... I mean, like, sometimes I go through so many different stories and I don't ever get to them all. And then I think, like, I did talk about it and then I didn't. And I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, you watch the show? I just talked about this. And they're like, no, you didn't. It was one that I didn't quite get to. He also treated the diners at a Santa Monica Denny's to a spontaneous performance with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with his a cappella group, Fantastics. You heard his group?
No.
Still
I
singing?
didn't even know he was in one. So
Yeah, still getting around. The secret to aging gracefully, it seems it may be taking a step out of Van Dyke's shoes by giving to others and dancing and singing wherever we can. The rule about having to act one's age, the Hollywood star has been quipped as saying, I just don't buy it. Which I am totally that way. I'm totally that way. I do not act my age. Like ever. I mean, well, okay. Getting out of bed in the morning, that might be more like a but then again, I think, you act my age too. Getting out of bed in the morning. If you even do.
No. That's why I don't care about what I wear, because I just roll out of bed and drive away. Whee!
So, have you ever, broken a spontaneous dance at a place?
Starbucks, yes.
Have you ever,
not full on performance mode, but
have you ever passed out cash to a bunch of people standing in line?
definitely not.
Definitely not?
No.
You've not broken out a dance at a Starbucks. Come on.
Starbucks.
When?
Starbucks.
Where's the proof?
I don't have video. I don't just videotape myself.
Where's the proof?
I'm going to videotape you next time.
So I'm going to do a TikTok dancing, and then, if I slip and fall and I'll be, shouting out a phone number, I'm going to need you all to call help. If I face plant.
If you can even think of a phone number other than your grandma's.
I'll come up with something, I think. So my next article, actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can do... Okay.
Next.
My favorite part of the morning. Starbucks?
Starbucks.
What makes you say that? You don't know me.
Sorry. Starbucks.
Okay. I refuse to do anything before I've had my Starbucks.
Okay, Starbucks.
I've been known to go out of my way to get the Starbucks before I start or do anything. And my close personal friends that know me will buy the Starbucks and have it waiting for me in the fridge when I get there.
I know I did that one time, and somebody else had already gotten you Starbucks, so you had 18 shots of espresso that evening. Probably didn't even sleep. And then had more Starbucks in the morning.
But I burst into dance just like Dick Van Dyke once I had it, right?
It's true.
18 shots of espresso.
It does that to a person.
Well, morning cup of coffee is... I'm not the only person. I think the world, or at least this part of the world, I know the UK people are all about their tea. Little pinky tea, whatever. But I think that most of Americans enjoy that coffee. And even the people that don't enjoy drinking coffee enjoy the smell of it.
I do like smell.
You can walk into a place and that strong smell of coffee, it'll just be it'll wake you up just smelling it. You're like...
It's like when I walk into Target and I'm like, ooh, Starbucks.
Yeah. See, but I go into Target for Starbucks. That's what I'm there for. And then I do my shopping.
Yes. Well, you have to shop now before you Starbucks.
Well, a jolt of coffee in the morning sets the world's workers right.
That's true.
Especially America's, for sure. A new study shows that for trees, a bit of caffeine is just as good.
So trees like Starbucks too.
Trees like Starbucks, true, and it is scientifically proven. We're going to prove it today.
Yes.
You can only get this information on the Good News broadcast with Digi and sometimes Dyer.
Sometimes. Oh,
Mostly. So tropical forests can regrow much faster when running on the caffeine from coffee pulp.
Starbucks.
A waste product from coffee production. So, in the Starbucks, they have the grounds that you can pick up for free and use them in your garden?
Yes.
That's what they're doing here.
So basically, the trees, when they wake up in the morning, sing the Folgers song.
Did you just say that word?
But with Starbucks.
You just ruined it for me. You just... Why would you put something over Starbucks like that?
I didn't. Trees. Coffee.
Uh-huh.
From everywhere.
You know what? You're not getting paid today. Forget it.
I don't get paid anyway.
Okay. We're having this conversation like yesterday or the day before about like orange juice and pulp. You know, you want like the pulpy orange
we
juice.
definitely did.
Well, this is the coffee pulp.
Pretty sure you should
trees.
just eat an orange.
Okay. This was found in a direct case-controlled study of degraded tropical land in Costa Rica, where scientists from the University of Hawaii and Zurich spread 30 dump truck loads of coffee pulp over a 35 by 40 meter plot of land. And here is a picture of that. It really doesn't look pleasant in that picture right there.
No.
But 30 dump trucks of coffee. I feel like of those 30 dump trucks, a good 25 to 28 of them were me.
Pretty sure those trees can now just get up and run to Starbucks themselves with
like,
that amount of caffeine.
At the beginning of the COVID thing, when Starbucks closed down, I had like so much disposable money that I didn't even know I had. It was like I got a raise.
No, I'm pretty sure when Starbucks closed, you didn't care about your money. You sat in the shower and sang like those sad songs.
No, I bought...
But like an ode to Starbucks.
I bought 2 espresso machines.
I didn't get any espresso.
Oh, you did too. I made espresso for you. Oh, yeah, I did.
No, you made it for my sibling.
No, I did too. You don't even remember.
Yeah, because it's not as memorable as Starbucks.
Well, 35 dump trucks. 30 dump trucks of coffee pulp. They designated an equal size plot of the same land just next to it as a control plot. So with the coffee and without the coffee. People who drank coffee that also started composting in their homes often find that coffee grounds make up the majority of their weekly biomass. I wonder why.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, yeah. But coffee grounds are naturally acidic with a pH of less than 5 and therefore aren't always nutritious for some houseplants or decorative flowers. Really good for tomatoes, though. Yeah.
And humans.
Tropical soil, on the other hand, traditionally containing very poor nutrient profiles, can tolerate the coffee's acidity, it being acidic itself, and contains a variety of plants and microorganisms that thrive in low pH environments. Our results show that soil carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus were substantially elevated in the coffee pulp compared to the control group after 2 years. Write the authors of their study led by Dr. Rebecca Cole. Coffee pulp addition significantly altered the ground cover characteristics, eliminating pasture grasses, facilitating establishment of herbaceous plants, and increasing the percent area covered by leaf litter. Indeed, a report from the British Ecological Society claimed that the area treated with the pulp became a small forest, with 60% greater canopy coverage reaching 4 times as high as the non-treated area, which mostly remained filled with invasive grasses and weeds. So I don't think I had a picture of what it looked like after. No, I don't. But I did see a picture of it with like somebody had their dog in there. I want to say it was like a retriever or something. The dog was like super excited to be with all the trees versus the non-coffee area. Plus the dogs are like, this smells like coffee. Yeah. It's a significant finding since coffee is grown mostly in tropical climates. Tropical soil tolerates coffee's acidity. Tropical forests are cut down at rates faster than others. And tropical forests sequester more carbon and contain greater biodiversity than aerobial ones. Normally heaped into storage, lots and left to decompose coffee pulp, which consists of the husk, skin, and pulpy interior, is rich in nutrients and also represents more than half of the weight of the coffee harvest. The authors cite one study that figures there are 218,000 tons of pulp that must be managed for every 1 million bags of coffee sent to market. That is a lot.
Yeah, and you drink like half of it. Just kidding. But like, yes. It's true.
It is true. I'm not going to deny that. I love my coffee. I'm saying I do most of it. I stopped going to. I went on vacation, and when I got back, like the Starbucks people were like, "Oh my god, we called the police. We filed a missing persons report. They thought something happened to me. So I have to let them know when I leave town now.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna be.
Because you
but,
see
like,
them like 3 times a day.
You miss like a day or something. They'll ask you like, "Are you okay? Did you get the COVID?" Like I've had that asked.
No,
You know?
I didn't.
So it's a brilliant solution to enrich tropical lands as countries produce cash crop. I'm going to skip the rest of it. But anyway, the neat thing is I can drink my coffee and save the rainforest at the same time.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Win-win.
It's worth it.
Should go to Starbucks more often now.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking about doing? I was like this close to like, you know what? Maybe I'll save the grounds myself and I'll like grow a garden this year. And then I was like, nah, I'll just save the rainforest. Wow.
Wow. You're stealing my words now.
You're so funny. How much coffee product do you actually drink?
Probably not as much as you. I don't go to Starbucks as often because I have school.
Yeah, but even when you go to Starbucks, you don't get coffee, do you?
Sometimes.
What do you get?
Depends. I've gotten multiple espressos, but they...
But normally you get like the flu sugary drinks, right? What is it, like pixie, shaken pixie drink or whatever? What is it you get?
I thought you knew this.
Uh-huh.
No, it depends on the day. Like it also depends on who's working. Because I know there's this one specific
out of 10 times
Starbucks.
that you get Starbucks, how many out of those 10 times is it an actual coffee product?
0.5.
0.5 of 1?
Yeah. Yes.
So 1 out of 20.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I normally
and the
get
other
like
19
the pink.
Out of 20.
I normally get the pink drinks or like the frappuccino. And also depends on who's working. Because there's this one girl who works at the Starbucks who always like tells me that she made like this new mixture of different drinks, and I just try it. So like pink drink with peach juice, pink drink with vanilla sweet cold foam,
pink drink with ice.
She made this
pink drink with extra sugar, pink drink with whipped cream, pink drink with sprinkles on top. I'm seeing a motif here, and I think the other 19 out of 20, it's the pink drink, which is basically like a pixie
frappuccinos.
Stick. It's like a pixie stick mixed with water for you. Mine is like actual tropical rainforest
saving coffee. Yeah.
Espresso.
I've gotten espressos. Not as often as pink pixie drinks.
Well, anyway, all of you coffee drinkers out there.
And I've drank coffee like at home.
Join me in saving the world. And all you people from the UK that love your tea, now would be a great time for you to switch.
I know Sophia, who's not on, but she likes coffee.
Yes.
And drinks it by like the coffee pot.
The American way.
Just put some stuff in
there. I
there.
think Sophia likes visiting Disney World too, which is also an American tradition.
I like
Disney World. Actually, Disney World has its own Starbucks and stuff now.
I know. It's pretty great. They had it last time I went there, and I realized that if you have food credits, like you can get one Starbucks drink for a food credit. So I used my food credits for Starbucks instead of food, because Starbucks is awesome.
Well, let me see if I can get through another article here. Because I got 10 minutes. I could get through a couple. I'll get through a couple articles. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Ready.
Now, I put this article in here because I thought Dyer was going to be here today. He's like a gaming person.
Oh, hold on.
Have you ever heard of leveling up?
Hi, guys. I'm Dyer.
Like in actual real life.
No.
They have like a new app, and this isn't what the article is about. But it's about leveling up your life. You put in whatever, and then as you do stuff, you earn new skills, whatever. You can like... It makes your actual life like a video game. Well, anyway.
I like video games. I just don't have time to
play. This article says that with all the extra time to pursue new hobbies, 6 in 10 people have, air quote, leveled up in real life.
That's great.
Have you?
I don't know.
Have you learned a new skill or a new language?
A new skill? No,
Yeah.
but I can make new foods that I couldn't make before COVID.
So,
Like, I learned how to make homemade cinnamon rolls, which is a new thing. And I realized the bigger I make them, the better they end up tasting.
well, let's see, a couple of months ago, I was going to do an all-day Saturday to myself where I locked myself in the room and I was just going to binge watch TV. And I leveled up because I learned how to take off my socks without touching my feet. Like, I could actually just lay there in bed and
they
take
just
my socks
fall
off. Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not easy to do it with your feet. But putting them on, now that's a new skill I'm going to have to work on. Can you put the sock on just using your feet?
Just using your feet?
Well, or maybe like folding in half and using your teeth, but that would be awkward.
That'd be gross.
Well, many people have been mastering their hobbies thanks to the isolation provided by a year of pandemic living. 6 in 10 Americans say they have leveled up in one of their hobbies since lockdown began, according to a new poll. The survey of 2,000 adults found 60% improved their skills in one or more of their hobbies since the start of the COVID-19 quarantines last March, and that 56% expect to be an expert
I could put my
by
socks
the
on.
time life returns to normal.
I could put my socks
Oh
on
my
with Kiss
goodness,
My
you're not
Other
even paying
Foot.
attention. You're just like...
Yeah, you're talking about them
No, you're
leveling
not.
up. They did their
'Kay,
hobbies with
So, and this includes new hobbies too.
60%.
Respondents took up an average of 3 brand new activities and cited improvements in active pastimes like running or yoga, 35%, preparing food, and making art by painting, sketching, or drawing. A survey asked people to use a standardized competency proficiency scale to rank their previous and current skills relating to any new hobbies. The typical respondent said that at the start of the quarantine, they would have ranked themselves at a 1, meaning they had a functional awareness or basic knowledge of the activity. 10 months later, the typical respondent now ranked themselves as a 3, meaning they have an intermediate skill. So how do you know you've gotten better at something? Of those polled, 48% say they make fewer mistakes or can fix them more easily. 45 said they work more quickly and efficiently, and 48% said they've noticed mental improvements like better memory or focus. Conducted by one poll on behalf of Silhouette America, survey takers also shared some of their proudest hobby-related accomplishments over the past year, such as knitting a blanket for the first time, mastering a new recipe, or holding a conversation in a foreign language.
I knitted.
I learned Klingon. And now I can watch Star Trek without reading the subtitles.
Man, no. But I learned how to knit a washcloth. I've only made one, and I started another and then just didn't do it anymore.
Okay.
I rate myself a 1.
Well, one
beginner.
respondent said, I built a new dresser from scratch for my daughter.
I built some stuff.
She wanted a large dresser with some designs carved into the wood to personalize it. I felt it was an accomplishment because she gave me high approval and said it's exactly what she wanted. 25% of those polled even said they've been given a prize or award or money for their hobby since quarantine first began, and 40% think it's very or extremely likely that they'll be able to make money from their hobby once quarantine is over. Mastering a new skill or craft feels empowering, says Silhouette America's marketing officer. It allows a person to take pride in what they are capable of accomplishing, which can transfer into stronger confidence in other areas of their life. When you can take on learning something new, it feels like you can take on anything. We're getting short on time, so let me see if I can skip down here. Overall, the average respondent has spent $165 on their hobby since nationwide shutdowns first began in March 2020. Now, we started the show. That was like my hobby.
Well, I started in
I definitely
January.
hit the $165 quota.
Me too.
However, 42% bought a tool they weren't skilled enough yet to use.
Me too.
More than ever before, I've realized how great it is to have a few tools that are versatile enough to be used across my various hobbies, said crafting expert Kelly Wayment. Something like a digital cutting machine may seem intimidating at first, but the time spent learning how to use it pays off when I can use it for so many different crafts.
I want one of those. Those things are cool. I don't know how to use it, but I'll figure it out.
Over half polled bought new tools for their current hobby they didn't even know existed before, including knitting looms, pom-pom makers.
I do know what that is.
Resin molds, yarn winders, cutting machines, and more. And then here's some percentages, which I'm going to skip completely over. So, because my next article I definitely want to get into because it's a great way to end the show. I'll put a little picture up here. Everybody recognizes John Cena with that.
No, you can't even see him.
Specific John Cena smile.
Can't see him.
That
it's like
smile.
his whole thing.
That smile that he has on his face is exactly what I look like after my first drink of coffee in the morning. I look just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So the boy on the left there holding his baby sister saved her life after watching John Cena. This isn't on TikTok, but it is on Nickelodeon. Okay. In moments of peril, superheroes don't hesitate. They leap into action, and so it seems do little boys if their baby sister's lives depend on it. This is actually a super cool story. When 8-year-old Jackson Dempsey realized his 20-month-old sister, Layla, was choking on a chicken nugget, he didn't panic. He didn't panic. 8 years old, no panic.
He's like, this happens every day.
Instead, he calmly directed his dad to pull over the car they were driving and proceeded to dislodge the obstruction from Layla's airway. Just as like, hey, Dad, I think she's choking. Can you pull over? And the dad pulls over. He climbs over.
He's like, here, just give me a second.
Jackson said he learned the life-saving technique from watching WWE superstar John Cena perform the maneuver on an episode of the Nickelodeon show The Substitutes. You watch Nickelodeon?
No. I used to when I was like 5.
Okay. Jackson's father, Matt, had nothing but gratitude for his son, whose quick thinking staved off a potential tragedy. I couldn't hear her because she was choking. She wasn't coughing. She wasn't panicking. She just had no air going through. She wasn't breathing, Dempsey told WNEP News. Thank God Jackson was there, because without him, I don't know if Layla would be here. While kudos were the last thing on Jackson's mind for doing what came naturally when his sister needed him, they've been rolling in nonetheless ever since. The first big well done came from John Cena himself, who sent a personal message via video after learning of the boys' heroics. I heard a story about you and it really touched my heart, Cena said. A story that in a time of crisis, you were brave enough to take action. Usually when bad things happen, one of the toughest things for all of us to do is to take action. You jumped right in, helped out the best you could. By doing so, you saved your sister's life. I really want to say thank you for being you, Jackson. Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you from all of us. Cena's tribute was high praise indeed, but the accolades didn't stop there. On March 31st, Jackson's hometown of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, feted him with his very own parade. I've never had a parade.
Not for you.
I've never had a parade. I've actually saved like acres of rainforest. I don't get a parade. Okay?
I'll make one.
Featuring more than a dozen fire trucks, sirens blaring, and lights blazing, all in honor of this pint-sized hero. I'm going to put a link.
Not sure how many fire trucks I can get you. Maybe one.
I'm going to put a YouTube link here of a video. If you want to see some more about it, there it is. We're going to call it a show. We're basically right on time, I think. Anything you got to say in closing?
I don't think so, no.
The number one thing I would say take away from this is
just ask.
Drink coffee, save the rainforest.
Oh, save the rainforest, yes.
And ask.
Ask for things.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes.
Yes, that. Anyway, come back next Tuesday. Allie will be here making some sort of project right here in this very studio.
Yes.
Next week on Wednesday at 4 p.m., we're going to do another gaming session or something thereof. And then, of course, good news next Thursday. Look forward to see you all then. Have a great, great weekend. We'll see you back.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.